Good day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan battle video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the Earthlings Extreme Super Battle Road stage. So the Earthlings Extreme Super Battle Road stage is one of those ones, you can complete pretty much free to play. Well, we are going to complete free to play. It is just one of those things. Hits pretty hard, by the way. Like quite hard. Quite a actually hard hitting team, which I think is fine. I always think it's fine that there is a hard hitting team or a team that can hit quite decently. So I'm not too phased when it comes to like building around these things. I think just use some items and all of that, especially with the Earthlings, because Earthlings, like, there are a couple really strong summonable units. And then there are a couple like strong free-to-play units, but there's not a lot to go off of. It's not like you have a huge roster of exceptional Earthlings units. The ones we're missing here that just spring to mind are Strength LR Belma. We don't have Mamba, AGL Mamba, who recently just came out, and that's kind of it. Like, honestly speaking, there's not a lot of units outside of that. Krillin is still the only lead for Earthlings, being a free-to-play unit, and it's not the craziest of team builds. You can of course use Yamcha. All Earthlings are on Earthbred fighters, so you can use the Int Yamcha, and I do suggest bringing Int Yamcha as your friend lead. His volume of damage and his stunning is just very helpful, and his active skill is just very helpful. But we'll talk about the team build now. The main thing that I kind of want to bring to attention is just essentially the variance of builds. So you have Earthlings, Earthbred Fighters, and maybe Dragon Ball Seekers or DB Saga, and you can kind of build around that. You can also run a World Tournament under the Jackie Chun unit if you want to. So depending on what kind of roster you have, if you haven't bothered to grind the Prime Battle Krillin, which I'm not entirely certain why you have not, but if you have not, and you are at this point where you want to take on the Earthlings Esbr, then all I can really suggest is running under those units and trying to see if there is a team build that you can manufacture together. But you should, realistically be able to. Now, Earthlings is a interesting category. We are using predominantly free to play. I think the whole team is just free to play, if I'm thinking correctly, and that works fine. But you don't have to go fully free to play. If you do have Yamcha, if you do have LR Strength Belma, if you do have Mamba, for example, if you do have if you got options, you got options. You got World Tournament Krillin, he's a great choice as well. Strength Mai is also a pretty solid choice. Like, you can run free to launch, physical launch as well. Recently got an EZA, fantastic. So there are definitely options for you to run when you are taking on the stage. So don't look at this team and think, wow, okay, I'm gonna copy the team. You don't have to, you can improve on it. There are actually quite a few decent units to kind of slot in here and basically run. The physical TN as well from the World Tournament is also pretty solid. So I would definitely say give it your best shot with whatever summonable units you have alongside these free to play options. That's what I would say. So now, in terms of our team build, the fights are predominantly 2 heroes. I mean, they're all 2 heroes. So you fight 2 enemies in the first phase, you fight 2 enemies in the second fight, and then you fight 2 enemies in the third fight. So you are not able to really manufacture the situation where you get Krillin's double AoE, which is a bit of a shame. I mean, you can with additionals from his hidden potential system, but I mean, you don't get that big time Krillin World Tournament kind of slaughterhouse feel that he has, where he just kind of goes off firing with multiple AoE supers and just kind of doing the business. What I suggest is, in the beginning when there are 2 enemies, if you do get Krillin opening up, go for his 12 key. Krillin's really great. He's got that stun ability, that AoE stun ability on his 12 key. And with the physical master Roshi, I also suggest, depending on who is attacking him afterwards, because these enemies do hit very hard. I'm not kidding you when I say they hit very hard. I would suggest going for, again, as you can see, pretty hard. I would suggest again going for the 12 key. So with Krillin Master Roshi, especially in the beginning until you're down to one enemy, I would honestly suggest going 12 key. It's definitely way better. It functions a lot better. You able to get the stun. The stun is very pivotal. It helps a lot in limiting the amount of damage that you're going to take. So the 12 key is definitely something I'm suggesting that you do priority with Master Roshi with Krillin. If you are facing one enemy, or you have a guaranteed type disadvantage only attack on Master Roshi, or type neutral attack I should say, then go for the seal. It's just way better. Reduce the possibility of super attacks, and then you should be fine. The Oolong and Launch, they are going to be really solid in that they are going to provide some sealing, and Physical Hercule as well is going to provide sealing. So we do have avenues of sealing. Talking of that, obviously Physical Hercule, great unit, free to play as well. Very solid defensively after his super. You also obviously have his 50% revive chance as well. And obviously, of course, his ability to seal the opposition is also very, very, very important. As long as you've got a World Tournament category ally, of which we do have at least one on one rotation most times. So pretty good stuff, and just allows us to obviously keep some kind of semblance of control in the team. Oolong and Launch, same thing. Sealing, obviously super duper powerful, really, really helpful as well. So yeah, those are two good auxiliary units. They're definitely more floating. You can put Launch and Oolong onto main rotation, depending on typing. But generally speaking, I like to roll with them being on, the floating kind of side of things. Jackie Chun, so he's a unit, depending on if you've got a Turtle School category ally attacking in the same turn. We're going to facilitate this largely through the power of Yamcha, through the power of Krillin, and just basically enabling him to guard against most attacks. Jackie Chun's great. Super Strike Jackie Chun. So obviously a very, very good unit, very crucial, very solid in terms of foundational team building, sealing, guarding, and support capabilities. So definitely just a very, very good unit to kind of roll around and just have doing his business and just controlling the flow of battle, which is really, really good. And then like I said, alongside that, obviously we have the World Tournament ally Jackie Chun. I didn't like the feel of the tech ally Oolong. You can use him. Sorry, not Oolong. Majub, Oob. I didn't like the feel of Tech Oob in that floating slot. He just didn't feel like he was doing as much as Jackie Chun, the World Tournament one. Because the World Tournament one, he has his active skill, which isn't necessarily easy to get, but he's got it. He also provides support, and also the big thing is he has a high chance of stunning on both 12 and 18 keys. So he has a lot of lockdown, and lockdown feels more impactful than the pseudo heal we get from Oob. At least, based on what I'm seeing, feeling. So yeah, that's definitely probably something I would say is, also super helpful. So that's definitely also there. And other than that, I think that's basically the team. Honestly, it ran quite smoothly. There wasn't a lot to, between all the lockdown, your weakest turns are usually your opening turns. You haven't had time to debuff, you haven't had time to seal, you haven't had time to stun. So the opening turns are generally what I would consider the weakest, just in general. But I will say that the team, once it gets going, once you get through that opening turn, you tend to have an easy time. That's why I bring a Ghost Usher. It just helps to get some seals set up, It helps to get your team into rotation, and it just helps you to also potentially stun or eliminate a unit as well, especially with Yamcha as active skill. So yeah, that is basically it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So until then, as always, take care, stay safe, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care, stay safe, and bye.